Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. I apologize. First time we've gone live in a very long time. We are on fiber optic internet now, but because of the pandemic and because everybody's in quarantine, everybody's at home, so our satellite internet is even worse than usual because it's a fiber optic from the satellite to us, and everybody else in town is fiber optic from the satellite to us. Beermail! Beermail! Amazing Clubs Canada. There we are, Amazing Clubs. So, this comes in amazing packaging. Amazing packaging. Little paper with it, right? Yeah. 12 beers. 12 beers, $58 shipping in. So, not horrendous. Hello, whoever's watching. Sorry about how bad the internet is. Bud! What the hell? What the hell? No, so this is actually a present from my buddy. We picked this up today, and he left these for me. So those are not part of the club. They were just in the box. So here's the club. So let's see what we got. We have 6 beers. So we get 2 organic wild wheats from Common Good Beer People. Oh, so Hometown Brew Co. Hometown Brew Co. Okay. Organic wheat, Hometown Brew Co. Then we have, I know Common Good is in here because I read the piece of paper there. Sky Bison APA. Yip, let's go. Long slice. Star Appeal Dark Lager with tangerine peel and star anise. From Common Good. Hi guys, again, apologize for how bad the internet is. Samson Brown Ale. Common Good. Hey Dave, how are you? Trying to live through the lockdown right now. Klondike Clear from Long Slice. Lagerdale, so like a Kolsch type of thing. Already looked at that one. Was that all 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, here we go. And Fix Hellas. So again, $58 shipping in for where I live. That's amazing because a 12-pack of Bud, up here is $65. Yeah, we have no choice but to be isolated, man. Again, I'm sorry for how horrible the internet is right now. I can guarantee I'm chopping in and out, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we have no choice but to be isolated. We cannot fly our community. We're stuck here for right now. We did have 16 active cases here. No, sorry, 16 active cases in all of Nunavik. We had 14 here in town. All gone now. We have no active cases left. The curfew is being lifted to be between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. You can buy an 8-pack of beer a day now instead of the 12-pack a day. But they did go down to no beer at all, so that's a lift as well. My store is about to reopen. We reopen next week, so I leave the main store and go back to my little store that I run, and that starts next week. Looking like I might not get out for vacation, which is horrendous, but it is what it is. I'm resigned to the fact that I might be in a staycation up here. I love it up here, but I wanted to get back and see my friends and see my kids and eat a Big Mac and, I don't know, have internet that's fast. But yeah, we've stayed safe. We've stayed good. It's lovely up here. Snow's almost gone. It hit +10 today. There's puddles that are like this deep right now in the street. We just got over a 2-day blizzard, and we got my dog. You want to meet my dog? Here, let's do this. No, come! Hey, baby. Hey, baby. This is Nook. We decided to give him a Nook name. He's a good boy. Oh, you want back out? Play with your bone? Okay, there you go. Yeah, so that's where we're at. You will start seeing more videos coming up sometime soon. How bad is this? How much am I cracking up and all that? Can I do videos live, or should I just continue to record them and then take 4 days to upload them? I don't know. I don't know how bad it is. I'll have to go watch it again. He is a King Shepherd, King Shepherd and a Husky mix. And we have we're rescuing, I'm one of the locals, we're rescuing a Malamute Husky mix. Video is clear? Oh my God. Oh my God. Really? Really? Because this is usually horrendous. So my buddies bought the buds. The buds were in the case when I opened it up because we put them in there. $40 for an 8-pack. This was $58 for this 12-pack. So you know what? I'm willing to pay that extra $18 for stuff that might be okay. I signed up for 3 months. Probably going to sign up for longer too now that I know that it actually made it here and didn't break. Oh God, I'm sorry if I look like I'm in HD. That's bad for you. It's very bad for you. Get some Hansa. I don't get anything up here, man. Again, we're in Nunavik right now, so up near the top of the James Bay, on the 63rd parallel, 63rd, in Pavernatuk. So yeah, you can buy Bud. Bud used to be $65 a 12-pack, so 130 2-4. You could buy Keith's at $100 a 12-pack. You could buy Rickard's Red at $100 a 12-pack. You could buy Molson Dry at $59 a 12-pack. Or you could buy Coors Light and Canadian, both at $65 a 12-pack. So those were your choices of beer. They used to sell Corona up here before coronavirus, and then they stopped. Things I've done up here since getting up here: tried Caribou, didn't like it. Bought a Skidoo. Bought a Skidoo, was a piece of shit. Brand new Skidoo, piece of shit, because the guy in the store I bought it from didn't store them properly. Water got in the oil. Oil pump went. Took me all winter to get it fixed because there's only one Skidoo mechanic and he wasn't in town, so we had to wait for him to get in town. Brand new Skidoo I bought in December. It has 100 kilometers on it because I couldn't drive it forever. I have a side-by-side coming. That's going to be fun, my own little car. Well, Max, yeah, down south in Ontario or Quebec and all that, a 12-pack is anywhere from $15 to $25, mattering what you're buying for the most part. What a 2-4 of Canadian. Last time I bought a 2-4 of Canadian, it was like $42. So what, $21 for a 12-pack? But yeah, you got to remember, I'm in a fly-in community, right? So it costs to get everything up here because you have to fly to get here. And good day, Sparky. Everything takes forever to get up here, and takes a lot. I mean, just to fly up here, to fly me and my wife and our 2 kids up here, our company paid for it, of course, but the ticket price was $3,700. That's to get four people for an hour and a half north of Montreal by plane. Um, no roads here, no roads at all. Everything has to be flown in. During the winter, you can cross James Bay on a skidoo part of the way, not all the way. Um, but yeah, we're a hub of Nunavik. Every plane comes through here for the most part, unless it's going up the other coast. But if it's coming up this coast, it has to come through here. Um, Brad, I hate you so much right now because there's so many Forefathers beers I want to try, but I need to get myself I need to get myself a network to get shit shipped up here. Found easy ways to get easy ways, cheap ways to get shit shipped up here, which is the Canada Post flat rate boxes. So the flat rate boxes are a certain size and they have a value on them. And anything under 5 kilos that fits in that box ships anywhere in the country for that flat rate price. And the prices are like 20, 25, and 30. And so, I mean, 5 kilos, you can fit like 9 beer in there. For 9 beer with wrap and $30 to ship it up here, I'm down for that, especially when then you figure I'm paying $65 for 12 fucking bud if I want to drink. And there's just so many things I want to try. I think that's the only thing I miss about coming up here is trying new things. Like I said, the only thing I'm really going to miss about going south is as much as I haven't had fast food since November. I'm perfectly fine with that. But I'm kind of dying for a fucking Big Mac or a fucking Popeye spicy Cajun chicken I could go to any fast food joint right now. I just want to eat it, feel sick in an hour, and then not want to eat it again for a year, but I just want to eat it right now. I want to eat it right now. Today it was plus 10. Today it was plus 10. Since I've been up here, the coldest it hit was minus 52. That was with the wind chill too, though. Coldest on average without wind chill was like 39. Uh, but yeah, today's plus 10. I've been warned that very soon the mosquitoes are going to come out and they're going to be like that big. They're going to yeah. I've been warned that I want to walk around with like a baseball bat to kill mosquitoes. Um, I actually didn't mind the cold. It wasn't that bad because it wasn't a wet cold. It was just cold. Um, weirdest thing is sun going down at 10:49 p.m. right now. So and it comes back up at like 4:30 a.m. So it's really getting used to that. And when we first came up here is when it got really long nights, right? So the sun would start going down at like 1 in the afternoon, and it wouldn't come up until like 9 a.m. So that was weird too. One of my videos, I haven't posted it yet because it was when I was riding around on my ATV. Um, I was out at like 2:30 in the afternoon and it was dark, and it was the weirdest thing ever to me. Snow snow was deep though. Do I get the Northern Lights? Yes and no. Yes, you do. You get Northern Lights all the time. I actually have some great pictures of the Northern Lights. I might actually go. I've posted a few of them on the Facebook site and on the Instagram site, but I might go post a few elsewhere. But the thing with that is you have to drive out of town to see them. So sometimes I just haven't been able to. There was a really good night for the Northern Lights, and I got on my skidoo and I was going out to the dump because there's no lights around at all out at the dump. And I started heading out to the dump, and as I was on my way out, um, the front loader did too good of a job plowing, and most of the run out to the dump was pure cement. So I turned the skidoo around and came back, and then I was going out to the water pump station, which I've posted a video about the water pump station, and a bunch of pictures and stuff of that too. But I decided to go out to the water pump station because that's like 5 kilometers out of town. So you get out there and you see the Northern Lights amazingly. And on my way out there was some wildlife that I didn't want to have to deal with. So I came back. So that was the one night I really tried. But I have gotten a few good pictures. I've gone out in the truck with the wife and stuff. And yeah, so that's nice. Somebody tell me when the internet starts really getting bad, and we'll go offline for that. I'm actually amazed that I've been told the internet's good today. Um, I do need to get a new tripod for this camera so I don't have to hold it. What's going on, raining on your parade? What's going on? Um, yeah, loving my job, loving the time with the wife, loving the time with my adopted children, missing my children. Um, Brad, I would love anything from Forefathers. More cans than anything because they are lighter and they're safer to travel. You just tell me what I owe you and I can e-transfer you whatever it cost. But and of course I'll e-transfer you the shipping too. But yeah, anything at all. Like I said, I've had nothing really up here. I was doing a bunch of beer reviews, but I didn't put them up because it was taking like 3 days to put a video up. Because that's how bad the internet was. A 250 megabyte video would take 3 days to upload. So I just stopped uploading them for a while. I have them all on my phone, and I was going to upload them all when I went down on vacation, and now that that's not happening. But you're saying the internet's working well, so I might try and find a time to actually do some live again, and hope that the internet works well. Because if it works well, that's great. I actually am using the bottle holder from this Beermail to hold that up. What's this one? Sorry, blind, right? Fascinating. I lived 21 years in Bardoufis. Do you also feel that when the temp drops below minus 15 Celsius, it doesn't feel any colder except ice forms faster on your... Actually, yes. Here's the thing, right? I'm from northern, well, not northern, I'd say central Ontario, but people think of it as northern Ontario. But yeah, I'm from further north than a lot of the population in Ontario lives. And I was used to cold winters. And then I came up here and I'm like, this is really no different than winter down south. I mean, I was flying on my skidoo at 100 kilometers an hour, and I wasn't dressed much different than I would be normally. I do have a gifted Canada Goose parka, so that was gifted to me from my father-in-law because he gets a new one every few years for his work. So that one fit me, so it saved me $1,200. I went out and I paid for mitts up here, Inuit made mitts, and they are the fucking best things in the world. Okay, so I mean, it's Inuit made mitts, amazing, amazing, amazing. Fur lined. I believe mine are fox fur on the cuffs, so that keeps the wind from coming back in. Glove mitt itself is made from caribou hide, and then so leather, and then the inside has like 4 layers stuffed. Those things keep your hands so fucking warm. It's not funny. It is beautiful. I've bought a bunch of stuff up here actually. There is a local carver that comes and sells me stuff. I usually, and he's really skilled at what he does. I've been collecting things. I got earrings from him. I have a bunch of necklaces. He's carved a polar bear head. He carved something for my son, and it was basically it's made out of caribou bone, and it's a circle, and it has the Inuk word for little man carved onto it. And because I call him my little man all the time, and I was going to give it to him when I went south, and now probably not happening this year, but I still have it.
thinking of that comment that Cook gets
Hey.
said. Oh.
I'm alive here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm glad you're thinking of the comment, though.
I apologize. I will come back and finish
Okay.
this conversation later.
Brad, Facebook or email. So albino beer review at gmail.com, or I think you know my personal email, Facebook too, or the beer festival or the beer review, whichever. Instagram, whatever. I get all the pop-ups, but I don't get anything when I'm at work. These were in there. I don't know why they sent me Bud. No, those are from Daniel.
I was gonna say,
those are from Daniel.
Budweiser up the road at the co-op.
I opened the box and showed Daniel what was in it, and then he was playing around and he threw those buds in there.
Of course he did. Did he buy them or did he?
Yeah, he bought them. No, I never tried the Gozer Radler. Never did. But yeah, you're right. When the temperature gets above a certain amount, it doesn't seem to affect anything. It got to a point, like, I walk around in -20 weather with just my shirts on, like my Hawaiian shirts, because people think I'm insane, or I walk around in a kilt or in shorts and stuff. But I won't deny that when it gets cold here, I do have to wear mitts and I do have to wear a hat, because my ears freeze in seconds, and so do my fingers. I can't deny that my fingers get really, really cold and my ears do. The rest of my body's fine, but my ears and my fingers are fucked if I'm not properly dressed. I do find also that if it gets too cold, you really do need to be wearing goggles. I do have a couple pairs of Skidoo goggles. I have to wear them quite often because, I mean, that's the only way to keep your eyes from freezing shut. We are not nearly as far north as some people. Couple just got shipped from here to Arctic Bay. So Arctic Bay much further north than here. They're up in the Banff Baffin area, so like Pangnattung and Arctic Bay, Resolute Bay, Pawn Inlet, stuff like that. We're on the coast of James Bay. We're above Umeric. We're above Kanjasujuak. We're above Sanikiloak. We're above Chesapeake. But above us is things like Kuujjuaq and stuff like that. What was that one? Sorry, guys, blind and all. You spot a southerner by the leather gloves they use. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why people that choose to move up here and work up here and live up here and take these type of places as their homes. Like, this community is my home now. Okay, thank you.
Come on in now.
This is my home now. So I mean, this is my home. I sold everything I owned. I got rid of my house, got rid of everything. We came up here with 13 crates of stuff, just like totes, Plano boxes, basically. 13 Plano boxes. For those that went to my beer festival, you'd know what size those are because I use them for everything. Oh my God, my wedding ring is getting more bent. Anyway, so we sold everything and made this our home. This is where we live. And I don't understand why more people that come up here and do that don't go out and find a local to make them the same type of winter wear that is worn up here. They know how to do that shit, and they know how to do that shit right. I mean, they live here. They've lived here for hundreds of thousands of years, right? Like hundreds upon hundreds of years. And I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, look at my gloves from down south. They say they're good for -50. They ain't good for -50. I came up here with a pair of Wind Rivers that were supposed to be good to -40. I can tell you at -20, my hands were freezing in those things. Again, I have my homemade mitts that were made by a local up here. Cost me $150 for them. I mean, they're not cheap, but nothing gets through those things. Nothing at all. My wife and kids all have, well, my youngest has the same type of things as me, the leather with the fur line. My wife and eldest daughter up here, theirs are completely fur. One is seal and one is elk, I think. They're, I can't even pronounce the name for the coats, but the coats that are worn up here that have the giant hood that the babies go in. The babies get put in that hood in -50 outside and are walked around in that hood, and they're just wearing normal clothes. Like the hood is so warm and covers them so well from the wind and everything else. They don't need anything other than their normal clothes when they're in that hood. Um, Starting to learn some of the language, not a lot of it. I mean, Dama, all done. Tama, Dama. I've been told it's pronounced both ways, mattering which coast you're on. Uh, Tamani here, McCormick. Thank you, Elali. You're welcome. So I'm picking up words as I go. They're not. Nanook, our dog, polar bear. He's black, I know, but polar bear. Um, so I mean, we're learning things as we go. We're trying to integrate into the culture, and learn and learn and learn, and it's an awesome experience. Uh, Still weirded out though with the house up on stilts. I mean, this is a brand new house. This house got here 4 days before we did because they shipped it up for us to live in. And I mean, just the first winter, and I'm looking around, and all the crown moldings coming off. There's cracks coming down walls and all that because nothing goes in the ground. The house is sitting on stilts, and the stilts are sitting on platforms, but the platforms are moving everywhere, and snow's getting pushed up against the house and all that. No pipes, no running water in the sense of running water in the south where you can turn on your tap and have as long a fucking shower as you want and all that. We have a water tank, supposed to get 2 fill-ups a week. Well, 2 fill-ups minimum a week. 3 is what they say. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less. So you'd have to check on how much water's in your tank. Sewage, again, sewage also pumped out, water pumped in, sewage pumped out. So your sewage tank, if your sewage tank fills up, your water turns off. So you gotta, and your sewage tank is smaller than your water tank. So you have to keep the sewage guys happy with you because, they don't show up on time and everything shuts off, even if you have a full water tank. So, so just stuff like that you have to get accustomed to, right? I Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting experience so far, and in all honesty, I can't think of going back south to live for any time soon. Our whole plan when we did this was to pay off all of our debt, get some experiences, have have some stories and pictures and everything to tell, and then we were going to go out east. Our final destination was like New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, somewhere in there, and we had a plan. We had a 5 to 10 year plan, and we're looking at that still. It's going to be a 5 to 10 year plan. And what happens happens. Sorry, let me get it over here. Axel, so far I have not had a lack of entertainment per se. Me and my wife are both actually from small towns, so this was a lot like living in a small town. Except the only difference between here and where we grew up is you couldn't just get in a car. Like you can't just get in a car and drive for a couple hours, well, an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, and get to whatever you wanted. You had to deal with what you had. This place has a hospital because we are a hub. So that's great. There's always doctors here. There's a hospital. There's nurses. We have DYP, so the Department for Youth Protection, basically Quebec's CAS, or FACS, mattering where you are. This place has a group home. It has a restaurant. The restaurant's closed right now, but it does have a restaurant. just one. So, but at least you don't always have to cook for yourself. Always. But really, that's all there is to do is the restaurant or your house. You kind of feel like you live in a box only because you're not integrated into the community yet, right? Like these people have been here for forever and a day, and they've known each other since birth, and they have their own friends and all that. And you're just the weird Southerner that's up here. So it's until you're accepted into the community, I can understand the box idea because you don't really interact with a lot of people outside of work, and that's the only thing I miss. I you know, miss going to the movies, sure, but I order movies all the time from Best Buy. It's $2.99 to ship them up here. If I was to buy a movie up here, actually, we just bought a movie up here today for the first time. It's usually we just order them from Best Buy. So that movie cost us $51. It was 51 that we bought Birds of Prey today because it just showed up today. It was supposed to be on our shelf on Tuesday. It showed up today on the plane. So 51.99 is what it cost me in the end. For me to buy it from the south and ship it up here would have been like 32. So that's why I normally buy things from the south, but I just didn't think about it. And you buy it from Best Buy, you're not seeing it for between a week and 3 weeks, mattering how fast Canada Post works. So it was one of those, we want to watch this movie, so we bought it. Good day, Gregory. I did fall in the snow. So, as a lot of you know, I've suffered with some mental health problems, and I've been very open about it. I've talked about it over the years and all that. And oh my God, I'm getting fat again. I lost 180 pounds, and now I'm back up like 80. This is not good. I gotta get back on this. But anyway, and I'm growing up my Santa hair, so I'm looking even huger than normal. But so as most of you know, I do suffer with stuff, and I came off my antidepressants. I once a year my doctor was having me come off them and see if things were good, and I did come off them this year while I was up here because I can't get them on a regular basis enough that I needed to know if I could come off them or not, or if I had to get them filled in the south and shipped to me. So I went off of them, and I did have a break while I was off of them, and I did make a slight attempt where I basically went and I fell asleep in a snowbank. So yeah, I did fall in a snowbank. Yeah, I did get up and come home because I came to my senses. But it was one of those things where I had that break, and it was weird. It was a weird break. Didn't expect it either, right? It was something that I wasn't ready for. Good day, John. Axel. Well, wow. Sorry. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that quite a bit. Yeah. So if we can get this internet working well, I'll probably do some videos where I actually come online and test to see if it works or not. And if it works, yippee, we're doing a stream. And if it doesn't, we'll figure something else out. Don't worry, Greg. I'm just again, I've always been open about that stuff. Stuff was happening with my son down south is really when it happened. Yeah, a lot of things happened at a bad time, right? The pandemic exploded. They threw a huge lockdown on up here where no planes could come up and all that. At the same time as they did that, I was offered to have my son come and live with me because my ex-wife couldn't handle him anymore, and he was becoming violent with her, and it wasn't a good situation for him at all. And we were trying to get him up here, and we were getting shut down at every turn. And I was coming off my antidepressants at the same time, and just everything piled on at once, and I had a little bit of a break, and it was stupid. It was weak, but it's something that you learn from, and I moved on from there. you missed out there, Greg. I introduced my new dog. We do have a King Shepherd / Husky. His name is Nanook. We are rescuing another Husky this weekend. He'll be 5 weeks old when we get him. But I mean, we rescued Nanook from a local family too, and Nanook was 4 weeks old when they got rid of him, and we took him in, and he is now a 4.5-month-old giant. He's like 50 pounds, and rescuing this 5-week-old husky Malamute. It's one of the sled dog breeders here. Their dog. Which Ontario brewery do I miss getting stuff from the most? I don't know, to be honest with you. You asked me that question 2 years ago, and I probably would have said Half Hours on Earth, because I loved everything Kyle was making all the time. But he, as much as I don't want to say it, he almost became like a one-trick pony where all the beers had the same flavor, because it was just, let's sour everything. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, I'm coming for dinner soon, don't worry.
Are ya?
Yeah. Don't eat all the food on me.
Well, I'm gonna eat it all, and then I'm gonna go for a walk without you because you're taking too long.
No, you're not gonna go for a walk without me. You like me there.
I know you're doing your thing and all that, but I got shit to do tonight, love.
I'll be there soon. Don't. Woo! Bye. What's going on here? Sorry, guys. There was a lot of comments there. But yeah, so brewery I miss getting stuff from the most. All the local breweries to me when I lived in the Niagara region, I missed them the most because I had good relationships with all of them. I was friends with all of them. But yeah, I miss all of my breweries, to be honest. I miss being able to just go ahead and try a new beer. I miss being able to go ahead and just hang. I feel that I probably have no no view anymore. You know, I don't have that what's the word I'm looking for? I don't have that presence in the industry anymore, where I could walk in and people would know who I was, and we'd talk and chat and make things happen. I don't think I have that anymore. You know what? We're gonna drink this Bud because it's rolling around the bed. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for the Bud. What else do we have here? Sorry. By the way, yes, and I do remember saying sorry to you, Greg, and I'm still sorry for that. And she was a beautiful dog. What's that name? Sorry, I'm blinder than usual. Frisbee Pilot, is that what it is? Cheers from Pavernatuck, Nunavik. And again, if the internet starts crapping out, please let me know, because I'm gonna get off. I don't want like that, like it used to at the very beginning. I'm actually still amazed that I'm even getting comments from you guys. Next comment. John, that's horrible, but yeah, I know how that feels. I had 14 years of that while I was married to my last wife. Well, enjoy your Tsingtao and your pizza. Hopefully it's a good pizza. Hey, I can do the Laker challenge. I can win that. So fried rice was dinner tonight. I think I actually might go and eat very shortly, though. I'm going to finish this beer and then we'll go and eat, because we do have to walk Nanook, because he does have Shepherd in him. And as much as beautiful... No, he looks like... Sorry, not Shepherd, Husky. And as much as he looks beautiful, because he looks like a Shepherd, his personality is very husky. And for anyone that hasn't owned a Husky, it's like having a fucking monkey on crack. And the worst part about having a Shepsky is Shepherds want your attention and want to be with you. Huskies are monkeys on crack. So this is what we get. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Touch me, touch me, touch me. Oh, I love you, I love you. What's over here? Oh my god, I love you, I love you. Ooh, what's over there? Like, it's fucking insanity. It's insanity. And we're bringing in another husky because we're stupid. Really, it's we've always been multi-dog people, and I have too big of a heart, and I don't want to see a dog left out to freeze to death. I don't want to see a dog left out to starve to death. Lots of wild dogs here. Amarok is my guardian. She is a giant Malamute, and she's a golden Malamute, and she's the most beautiful dog in the world. Somebody owns her because she has a collar. I don't know who owns her, but the second she sees me, she runs up to me. She gives me her belly. Apparently, I'm one of the only people she'll show her belly to. And then she follows me around town. And if I'm walking my dog, she walks about 20 feet ahead of us and keeps all other wild dogs away from my dog while we're walking. So she's my little guardian angel. Love that dog. Love it. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming and joining. Thank you for watching. We will try this again. If we ever get the internet working again. I just expected to open a Beermail, and then people were asking me questions, and the internet was working. So thank you guys. We will, let's say, ooh, I go back to work next week. But I only work till 9. And I should be home by 10 because curfew's at 11. So let's say either next Monday, because I'm off Sunday, Mondays, either next Monday we'll do something in the early evening, or sometime next week after work I'll come home and sit on the couch out front and drink a few beers and talk to you guys. That work? That work? Yes or no? I don't know. We'll find something. We could even probably try and use... we could probably even try and do a hangout instead of just this type of thing. But we do want to start doing a lot more family videos, a lot more family blogging and vlogging, as well as some beer reviews. I got beers to review now, so yeah. And as soon as my side-by-side gets here, we'll do some more driving around videos. I want to go out on the tundra and see what's out there. And you guys, again, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody, and great talking to you.